Hi, I'm Rick Steves on the wild and western fringe of Europe. It's Iceland, the land of thunderous waterfalls, fiery volcanoes, and the midnight sun. With a resilient culture and epic natural thrills, we'll see why this little island is so dang popular. Thanks for joining us.
Iceland is quite a special place. Located in the North Atlantic Ocean, Iceland stands as a testament to nature's raw, unbridled beauty. The island nation, with a population of only 368,000 people, has a total area of approximately 103,000 square kilometers, which makes it the 18th largest island in the world and the second largest island in Europe, after Great Britain. Despite its relatively small size, the island packs a punch. From its dramatic landscapes to its vibrant culture, this island nation captivates the hearts and minds of all those who venture to its shores. So let's embark on a journey to uncover the enigmatic allure of this extraordinary land and find out what makes Iceland so special. Let's start with its geography. Iceland is a land of contrasts, where fire and ice coexist in perfect harmony. Iceland is located on the mid-Atlantic ridge, a divergent tectonic plate boundary where the Eurasian and North American plates are drifting apart. This geological setting results in frequent volcanic activity, with around 130 volcanic mountains, some of which are still active.
Iceland lies on top of the North Atlantic Oceanic Ridge, where the Earth's surface plates are parting at an average rate of 2 centimeters a year. That is, 20 kilometers over the space of 1 million years. Molten rock, magma, wells up beneath the North Atlantic Oceanic Ridge. An additional volume rises towards a hotspot in central Iceland. This is the fiery heart of the island. Plate movement and ascending magma cause volcanic activity at the average rate of 1 eruption every 4 years. A great deal of magma solidifies within the crust. An active volcanic zone covers 1/4 of Iceland. There the crust splits open within 30 individual fissure swarms. Each swarm contains many volcanic fissures, open cracks and faults, and most also hold a large, centrally placed volcano, a volcanic center like Hekla and Grímsvötn. The individual fissure swarms are termed volcanic systems. But how do geothermal areas with hot springs, colorful chemical deposits, various clays, and warm effluent water come about? Most geothermal areas appear where bedrock cracks and fissures allow hot water or steam to ascend to the Earth's surface. The water and the steam are acidic and transform rocks into clays. Solidifying magma warms the bedrock beneath the Hengitl high-temperature areas. Precipitation, seeping into the bedrock, flows towards the hot rock masses either in the form of cold groundwater or as already heated water coming up from greater depths. The water rises and sinks in leaky rocks close to the heat source through the process of convection and draws heat. Some of the geothermal fluids surface through channels and fissures, forming a geothermal area.
Iceland is also home to several glaciers and ice caps, covering approximately 11% of the island's surface area. Vatnajökull, Europe's largest ice cap, dominates the southeastern part of the country. Vatnajökull is so massive that it contains numerous subglacial volcanoes, including Öræfajökull, which is Iceland's highest peak. The island is dotted with geysers, hot springs, and geothermal fields. The Great Geyser, after which all geysers are named, is located in southwestern Iceland. Although it is currently dormant, its neighboring geyser, Strokkur, erupts regularly, shooting hot water and steam into the air. Another fascinating thing about the country is its energy generation. Iceland is a global leader in renewable energy production, particularly from geothermal and hydroelectric sources. Iceland generates 99% of its electricity from renewable sources. Its abundant rivers and water resources are utilized for hydroelectric power generation. Hydroelectricity is the primary source of electricity generation in Iceland, accounting for approximately 75% of the country's total energy production. Iceland harnesses the natural heat from within the earth through geothermal power plants. Geothermal energy contributes approximately 25% of Iceland's total electricity production and meets the heating needs of over 90% of Icelandic households. On the other hand, Iceland also gives you the opportunity to witness the midnight sun. Due to its high latitude, Iceland experiences long summer days with nearly 24 hours of daylight during the summer solstice. The sun remains visible above the horizon at midnight, creating a surreal twilight atmosphere. Despite its small population.
Hey guys, it's me, Kevin. I'm a 7-year-old boy that was paid $20 in Fortnite V-Bucks to do a voiceover for Chris's video. Now that we have some background into the geologic and ecological significance of Iceland, we can get to Chris and Elizabeth's trip. After Chris and Elizabeth stopped in Reykjavik for a bite to eat, they headed out on a 5-hour bus ride through the Iceland Highlands to get to the starting point of their backpacking trip. This wasn't your average bus ride though. There were river crossings in which cars routinely get stuck and have to pay thousands of dollars to get rescued. Their backpacking trip included 34 miles on the Laufey Trail and 15 miles on the Fimmvörðuháls Trail. Okay, I'm off to play Fortnite now. Ta-ta.
Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? Me and you and awkward silence. Don't you dare look at me that way. I don't need reminders of how you don't feel the same. Oh, the burning pain, listening to you heart pump out some new soulmate. She's so perfect, blah blah blah. Oh, how I wish you'll wake up one day. Run to me, confess your love. At least just let me say that when I talk to you, oh Cupid walks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start. What's a girl to do, lying on my bed staring into the blue? Unrequited, terrifying love is driving me a bit insane. Have to get this off my chest, I'm telling you today that when I talk to you, oh Cupid walks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start. Confess I loved you, just thinking of you.
Hey guys, Kevin here again. Did you know that there are musical artists from Iceland that are popular in the US? One of them is Laufey, who you just heard. She's a classically trained jazz musician that's gone viral on TikTok. There are other artists you may have heard of, such as of Monsters and Men, and Kaleo. But what Iceland is really known for is their black metal, my favorite genre. The black metal scene in Reykjavik started to form in the mid-2000s with bands like Svartidóttir and Mörk. Similar to the hardcore scene in Washington, D.C. in the 80s and the grunge scene in Seattle in the 90s, Reykjavik was a microcosm for black metal to thrive. My favorite band continuing on this legacy is Misère.
We are in Misère from Iceland! How the fuck are you? I can't fucking hear you! Where the fuck are you? We've got one more song for you today. This next and final song is called Overlooked, Disregarded. Thank you for having us, Walken.
Iceland is covered in the blackest deserts I've ever seen. They are vast, lifeless landscapes devoid of biodiversity that generate terrible dust storms, which impact health and livelihoods, shrink glaciers, and smother the native vegetation. But it wasn't always like this. Once, forests thrived here, covering much of the country, offering food and shelter for insects, birds, plants, and fungi. But these magical birchwoods have long been lost, cut down by human settlers, and the consequences became clear for all to see. Okay, so let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Deserts are perfectly natural in Iceland, but in the past they existed alongside a pre-settlement tree coverage of the island of about 30%. That is down to 1% now. Norse settlers, of course, cut the trees, and this is not strange or new. It probably happened wherever you live also, but the impacts here in Iceland are compounded by the fact that this leads to severe erosion and the expansion of these volcanic deserts. These generate terrible dust storms comprised of fine volcanic glass rich in heavy metals, which means that during dust storms the air quality exceeds the health limits by 10 to 100 times. And with about 30 to 130 dust storms every year, some areas of the country might have air quality comparable to a heavy industrialized place. In the wider landscape, the dust covers glaciers, darkening them and melting them faster, and in the past, the severe dust storms were even reported to destroy entire farms overnight and expanding the desert by kilometers each year. These days, much effort has been put in to stop this, but the problem persists to some extent.
Svitinn lekur með framskakkri hryggjar sólunni Stunurnar róma Höggin lenda á hvössum steininum berst til himins. Hverfa burt langt út í geim. Ríkir grafarþögn í myrkrinu.
Stórbrotin gljúfur og fossar, mosagrónar brekkur og grösugar heiðar einkenna landslagið. Við erum fjórði ættliður í beinan legg sem tekur við sauðfjárbúskap á þessari jörð. Okkur finnst skipta meira máli að varðveita og endurnýta gamla frekar en að byggja nýtt. Áður fyrr var næstum bara sauðfé á þessum slóðum en núna hjólum við á þeim. Við erum fjölskyldan í Möstungum. Velkomin til okkar á Iceland Bike Farm.
Just right through. Huh? Why do you say that? It might be the running trail. I think it's that little line in front of you. So this is the way. Whoa.
Are you sure?
No, why not? I have no idea that I've been sure.
I say we just do maybe an out and back.
I'm pretty sure this is the way. I mean, it basically just goes up,
Yeah, I see it.
up and along.
I'm not riding.
Oh, come on.
You can ride it if you want. I'm not riding. It's way too
Yeah, this isn't even rideable. Like, you can't even pedal here.
I know.
like almost certain what happened is we were supposed to turn right here, and we kept going along this thing around back here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I think we got lost.
We're supposed to take the road.
We're not sure, honestly.
Can you try to take it from this one?
Yeah.
Because we are going to gather the seeds from the mountain today.
Yeah.
And he is too active.
Yeah, it's too active to be with us because he's gonna steal the sheep.
Yeah. He was just following us. I don't actually know his name.
Thank you. He said, where are you from?
We're from the US. We're just visiting.
Yeah, we are two. Us two.
Oh, really?
We're from Texas.
Oh, I'm from Colorado. She's from Michigan.
Michigan. We spent 1 year in Michigan.
Yeah, that's where I live.
Oh, yeah, we live in Calumet for 1 year.
Oh, yeah, I live in Marquette.
Okay, I've been there, Marquette, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye. Hey, doggy.
Hey guys, Kevin here again. After stopping in Reykjavik again to get a bite to eat, Chris and Elizabeth flew back home, exhausted and full of memories that will last a lifetime. I hope you enjoyed this video commemorating their trip. This is Kevin, signing out.